What's up, everybody? We are just a few days away from CODNX, where we get the full unveil of the changes coming to Warzone with Modern Warfare 3, plus Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer and zombies, and Call of Duty starting to drop some teasers, some information for us ahead of CODNX. One thing that I'm not going to talk about today is they announced or teased that the multiplayer reveal trailer is actually coming out tomorrow, October 3rd, at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. So we're really ramping up as we get towards Thursday and we get COD next. What we did find out today was something called Aftermarket parts, which is going to be in Gunsmith. Your loadout creator, Gunsmith. And it's really interesting. It's something that is Modern Warfare 3 specific, but obviously we're going to see it in Warzone. These are going to be usable weapons, and so something to cover since I just covered Warzone, really. But as we saw with the last Warzone, except for shotguns being secondaries, whatever was the rules for classes in Cold War, Vanguard, and Modern Warfare 2019 transferred over how they were in Warzone. Look at Vanguard and their 10 attachments is the best example. So we'll see the aftermarket parts. There's a video in here that does a really good job explaining it. I'm just going to go over the basics. If you want more in-depth, definitely click on the link in the bio. I have this blog post linked, and this video is also on that. And so what it is there's going to be challenges when you have a gun fully maxed out. There's going to be new challenges, and the challenge will unlock the aftermarket parts, which will convert the weapon. Here, the little something that people notice here is right here, R2 show detailed stats. And obviously, they're using a PlayStation controller, but we're going to get detailed stats, which we had in Vanguard, didn't get in Cold War, really, and definitely didn't get in Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2. So we're going to get detailed stats, which is huge, especially when it comes to making loadouts, as long as they're actually accurate. I know there was some inaccuracies with Vanguards, at least at first. So that is a big teaser there. This we'll get into. There's going to be the new weapons. They are teasing 3. I'm sure there'll be more, but they are teasing 3. New weapons, new attachments, conversion kit examples. So these are, like I said, they're just examples. We have the CoDMWII LMG, however you say that, which was, oh my god, I can't remember the name. The name's escaping me, but we obviously had this gun in Modern Warfare 2019. So what's going to happen with it is, at max level, get 25 kills while hip firing or using tac stance, which is a new stance in between like crouching and prone. That's coming to Modern Warfare 2. And it's going to take this LMG and it's going to turn it to they call it a bullpup configuration, but it looks so awkward. It technically is right, but having the ammo box in front and then just chained or belted to the back, or call it bullpup, and a shorter barrel. And it says it will increase the weapon's mobility, handling, rate of fire, and recoil off the hip when in tac stance. Once the team with weapon can now be used to run and gun, and it's something they talk about in that video. They talk about how it's going to change the handling and the behavior of these guns to essentially make them like new guns while not being new guns. The second example they give here is going to be the Renetti handgun, which will convert to look like this, into like the Jack Ferocity, and you get 30 kills with 5 attachments equipped. Through the use of 30 printed parts, you can convert the burst rifle Renetti into a full auto handgun reminiscent of an SMG. Gain increased bullet velocity, range, and rate of fire at the cost of some mobility and recoil control. So essentially, it's going to be a whole nother gun, even though it's going to start as a Renetti pistol base. Another thing that people did notice in these screenshots is you can see the little tuning logo on the top left, so we're not losing tuning, unfortunately. And the last one is going to be the WSP Swarm With. I'm pretty sure it's WSP Swarm, and they forgot with, because these blog posts are never well proofread. With a Kimbo brace stock, so it's going to be like the Uzi or the mini Uzi, and it will just make it dual. It'll make it a Kimbo dual wield. It's like a Halo term. Unlock via weekly challenge in the preseason. Add additional support to the weapons frame, allowing operators to place one swarm in each hand for aggressive akimbo stance that sacrifices some damage range and mobility for the advantage of overwhelming your opponent with a rain of fire. Oh god, it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be so broken when it comes to Warzone. And then there's other Gunsmith enhancements. The new Gunsmith is bringing additional innovations to the overall weapon system. These include more shared attachments and the removal of certain penalties when equipping small optics. So for attachment unlocks, for new Modern Warfare 3 weapons, attachments such as grips, barrels, magazines, and stocks will no longer require players to use a specific weapon after they've already been unlocked for another one. For example, the assault stock attachment is available for both the AMR-9 SMG and the Riveter shotgun at level 12. If your AMR9 is already progressed to level 8 or higher, the stock will be available on the Riveter immediately, and vice versa. So you won't have to re-level up to unlock that stock. It'll just be unlocked on a gun that also has that attachment right away. And then the other big change they're teasing here is the 1x optic attachments, as opposed to their counterparts in Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 new 1x zoom optic attachments will no longer penalize your operator's aim down sight speed, allowing faster target acquisition when using these sights. Now, 1x barely slowed it down at all, but now they won't slow them down at all, which is interesting too, because we do have some that do, like the SC recharge and the aim up 4 that people use for their long range sights, since we don't use the magnified ones because of the visual recoil. Now those optics won't cause any aim down sight penalty, but also at long range, it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, that's what we've learned about what's coming to Gunsmith, which obviously will also affect Warzone. There is COD next on October 5th, this Thursday. Of course, if you aren't able to watch it, I'll have a video on YouTube that day talking about everything that they talked about, everything they announced that is relevant to Warzone. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to come check that out. And hopefully we get some more exciting changes. I'm excited for more Gunsmith stuff, even though I don't know how I feel about the aftermarket parts instead of just giving us new guns. But let me know how you feel down below, and I will see you on Mazrah, Ashika, Vondel, and whatever the new Warzone map will get. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.